are back with the UFC breakdowns. Started in 2026. Started off with the first episode. The Hayjive and Big Gun MMA show was brought to you by 3PC. Shout out to 3PC and shout out to everyone joining tonight in the chat. I can't wait for this Saturday when we get to see some fights after 5 weeks of nothing. It's been a long time. I saw a tweet, and this might not be the best thing to say starting off the show with, but I saw a tweet that said when Bruce Buffer says it's time, we're just going to explode, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
It's been that long.
It's been that long.
It's been too long, and I think it was a long time coming. We team up to do a show, UFC 324. How we feeling, BP? Big Gun in the house.
Absolutely phenomenal. Can't wait to start this new chapter, the new era of the Paramount era, team with my guy Hayden. And Hayden, the tweet about the gentleman, I'm assuming, exploding, I think you meant he was going to come in his pants when Bruce Buffer says that. I'll say it since you're a gentleman. I'll go ahead and say it. Yeah, that's how we all feel, brother. I mean, I watched some LFA. I watched some low-level stuff. LFA is not low-level, by the way. Took me forever to find Vice TV, but I found it because I hacked my dad's DirecTV, and LFA is putting on some good stuff. But yeah, nothing quite like the UFC. Then we got PFL coming around the corner. They got some interesting fights coming up, and then obviously Zuffa Boxing. I am a fan of Callum Walsh. That'll be next Friday, or this Friday, excuse me. All excited. What's there not to be excited about? Hayjive, Big Gun, partnering up with the help of 3PC. Breaking down everything, integrating 3PC, which is going to take over the goddamn world. Couldn't find a better partner, couldn't find a better show. We're going to take over the MMA game. And I think, not to toot our own horn or anything, I do think we are the best cappers in the game. You know what I mean? No offense to anybody else out there, but I think we're doing a pretty goddamn good job.
Even if we're doing bad, you're here for the entertainment, all right? We're going to give you the breakdowns. We're going to go through all the fights. And then at the end, we got some fun segments for you guys, all right? We went in the lab. You're like, we could just do these breakdowns, right? We can go through all the fights and talk about what we're going to bet, what we're not going to bet. But then I thought, let's throw a little spice in there, get a little tradition going on for the Hayjive and Big Gun MMA show. So we got 3 little segments at the end after we break down all the fights. Number 1's empty the clip. Empty the clip. You know what that means. The most confident play we got on the board. We're each going to give one out, and then we're going to empty the fucking clip, and we're going to go after it. Number 2, the 3-punch parlay. Everyone says, can you build a parlay at the end of the live stream? So we're going to do that. It's a 3-leg parlay. Could be money line, could be an over-under, whatever. BP's going to give us a leg. I'm going to give you a leg, and then we got a leg that we both agreed on. And lastly, we got to end it off with a sicko parlay. 10-1 odds or higher. Now, if you watch the Long Shots Only live show that I do on Friday, you know the rules. Got to be 10-1 or higher. But it doesn't just have to be 10-1. It could be 100-1. It could be 1,000-1. It could be whatever you want. As long as it's plus 1,000 or higher, then we ride. And if we hit, you're an absolute sicko. And if it doesn't hit, you're still an absolute sicko. So Those 3 segments we're going to be rolling with. I can't wait to get through it. But I got to give a shout out to the live chat. Shout out to everyone joining up. We got a lot of people in the chat. Loco MMA, the 3PC gang is here. 3PC Lunatic, the Big Jive Show, Russ in the chat. Dick's Insider, not sure if those are our hosts or Ice.
He's getting political. Is it the haircut, Dick's Insider? Is it the haircut? I want the wife to buzz it, or maybe give me some Blondie to start the year off right, but she kind of just did her own thing.
The bad thing is this is not the first time I've heard that I look like an ICE agent.
Oof.
I've heard it many times. I'm like, dude, I have a all blacked out Chevy Tahoe, but I can guarantee you I'm not a fucking ICE agent. All right. No. Agreed. You want to let's hit a crazy parlay. I need it. Last night I was involved in a hit and run. Unfortunate. Hey, we'll get that money back. Get that money back. Or maybe
Sorry to hear that, brother.
You get a good lure. You might be getting some money too. Daniel Forrest, I bet my house on Hayjive most confident picks of 2025. I went from watching the show on a cell phone from McDonald's to my 55-inch TV on my yacht. Yes. There we go.
That dude's doing all right for himself.
Shout out to you. Vince, what's going on, brother? Can't wait for Saturday. My boy Vince is going to the fights. You comment on my latest video. So good luck to you. Have fun, brother. Yes, sir. Big Guns, we missed you, bro. We have missed everyone here. All right. There's nothing like a Wednesday night breaking down the fights, popping a little chino in the top lip, the bottom lip. I go bottom lip nowadays. You crack open a little Diet Coke or maybe a little Mr. Pibb. You have one of these, Mr. Pibb?
Oh, have I had a Mr. Pibb? You bet your sweet ass I've had a Mr. Pibb.
These things are amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they hit, bro.
They hit nicely. Better than Dr. Pepper. Way better than Dr. Pepper.
I agree.
All right, we're about 6 minutes in. What do you say, boys? We get to these breakdowns. We'll start with the first fight of the night.
Do it.
We got Adam Fugitt stepping in against Ty Miller. Adam Fugitt comes in at plus 355. Ty Miller minus 425 in his UFC debut. He's 6-0. He got a win on the Contender Series by decision. He's going to have a 1-inch height advantage, a half-inch reach advantage. He's taking on the veteran, the 5-fight veteran, 37-year-old Adam Fugitt, who is coming off a brutal KO loss to Islam Dulatov in the first round. 10-5 in his professional career, 2-3 in the UFC. Do you think he can pull the upset here against the young guy?
Well, there's been a few times where I have said, fuck it, bet Fugitt. You know what I mean? That's been coming out of my mouth a fair bit of times, but I've lost money on doing that. Fugitt, his claim to fame, yeah, he got some decent wins in the UFC, but, he went to 3 rounds with Mike Morales, right? Yeah, that was like his big moment. Like, I went 3 rounds with this guy. Ty Miller coming in, still a young cat, New Mexico trained dude, long rangey guy. Fugitt is matching him with the reach, matching him kind of with the height, but Miller's going to feel longer because he uses it better. Really, it's going to come down to how Ty Miller's grappling is. I've watched the regional stuff, watched the Contender Series. He's obviously good on the feet. He punished you, a lot of good volume on the feet, good striking, but what is the ground game like? What do we see there? Is he going to have something? Is he going to be well-rounded? Is he a young dude? Minus 425 scares me. I see him at minus 4 or 450 at some books as well. First fight of the night, betting, loading up on a 450 scares me. I'm going to have to find a way to bet this because I can't wait any longer to bet anything. I went 1-18. 1-18 in the NFL, boys, right? So I need to come off winning, so I might find something here like Ty Miller, maybe by decision. We're going to find something. I'm picking Ty Miller, but man, Fugitt at plus 355, he can come out there and do the vet stuff and make this dude who's only 6-0 look human. But I'm going to go Ty Miller. Gun to head Ty Miller by decision.
Ty Miller by decision. It is. Dude, you went 1-18?
1-18, bro. I texted you and Russ the other, I was 1-17. Huh?
Anytime touchdowns, all you bet, right?
No, so the last one I did was Colston Loveland, who's the Bears tight end, killer rookie, whatever. It's like, anytime touchdown, plus 155, cool, right? Didn't get nowhere near the end zone. I think he got out of the game, he had a concussion. So 1-18, bro. 1-18.
You probably did better on that game than I did because I loaded up heavy on the Rams.
Yeah, it was just one bet
to win the first half, or cover minus 2.5 points in the first half. And then, of course, I'm going to bet the Bears at halftime because they're second half team. So then I load up on the Bears at halftime on the money line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least I'm going to get my money back. Bears going to fucking win the second half.
Down.
So then it goes into overtime. And I say, well, this is my chance. The Bears are plus money again going into overtime. The Bears just bullshit off in overtime. So I doubled down. I went 0-for-3 in that game, and I was down a lot of coin, man.
That's the problem I have when I'm at live UFC events, right? Is sometimes I'm so excited to be there, I can't help it, especially if I have service. Some places you don't get service, some places you do. I live bet the fuck out of everything. Huh?
It's better to not have service.
It's almost better, right? When I was in Madison Square Garden, my service was really wonky, so I didn't really do too much. But I get a lot of control. A little out of control of the live betting for sure. When I'm at the place, I'm so fucking excited. But yeah, live bet spot, maybe Fugitt, if he comes on late, if Ty Miller has cardio issues, didn't really seem like the Contender Series. But yeah, give me Ty Miller. Did you make a pick, Hayden? I don't think he did. Who you got, babe?
I think Ty Miller gets it done. But
okay.
The thing is, I can't bet him at minus 425.
No.
I mean, he's unproven. I don't think his takedown defense is good. I don't really rate Adam Fugitt's grappling that well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know what Ty Miller looks like against like a capable UFC level grappler. So Can't bet him at minus 425, but I do think you could probably bet him to get a finish within the first couple rounds, because I don't really think Fugitt's chin is very good.
No, didn't look good last time out, that's for sure.
His striking defense is pretty bad, and I think I'm going to call the kill shot right now, okay? Adam Fugitt, southpaw, against an orthodox boxer in Ty Miller. Adam Fugitt loves to throw that body kick, that left rear body kick, maybe goes to the head a few times.
Sure.
But he spams it all the time. And I think Ty Miller is either going to catch it and then return, or he's gonna time it to where Fugitt's loading up on that body kick and just catch it with a right hand down the pipe.
Straight right hand.
So
Southpaw's biggest fucking kryptonite, straight right hand.
So Miller by KO is minus 120. So I don't really love that, but like,
right.
I actually think maybe, the under 2.5 could be a decent look.
Okay.
But there's no alternate right now. They got the over under at 1.5, and the under 1.5 is plus 146. Don't hate that, because most finishes do come within the first 7.5 minutes. But I think Ty Miller probably finishes them. But the money line is it's a no-go because it's super chalky.
Very chalk.
Let's move on. Ricky Turcios taking on Cam Smotherman. Smotherman minus 182. Turcios comes back at plus 157. Turcios 2-3 in the UFC. His wins are to Kevin Natividad and Brady Heaston. Smotherman's only win is to Jake Hadley. So both guys are, beating the lower echelon of the division, and they're losing to some decent level of competition. Smotherman 4 years younger, similar in height, similar in reach. But Smotherman, to me, just feels like he has a little bit more upside, right? Like I would say he could improve on some stuff. When I look at Ricky Turcios, I just don't think he's ever going to improve, because I don't think he's very talented. But he does have the willingness to be in there. He's got a little bit of like a tricky striking game, a little bit of a tricky grappling game. I think he's just willing to engage in stuff, unless it's against Ayman Zahabi and he does nothing. So, they're just kind of both wild cards to me. Smotherman's one-dimensional with his boxing, but if he does get his boxing going, I think it looks pretty crisp. I lean towards Smotherman for a pick, but my prediction here is probably like a greasy decision.
Yeah.
And I think it could maybe go either way. It kind of just depends what the judges are looking at. And I don't really think the judges are going to love the body language from Turcios, because it looks really gross, just doesn't look good. So I feel like they're going to give it to Smotherman. But right now, I don't think I'm going to bet on this fight, man. I don't think I'm going to bet. If I had to bet on it, I'd probably take Turcios by decision.
Sure.
Because I think it's like 3-1, and I think it's going to go to decision, and maybe you get two of the judges to take his side. But what do you think here, BP?
Yeah, Turcios, the one of maybe the worst Ultimate Fighter winners. Colton Smith's up there. The chick that won the title, Montano, she's up there. Turcios, this guy, 2021 is when he won the Ultimate Fighter. He's only had 5 fights in the UFC in 4 years. Coming on 5 years. That's crazy. Like, where's the inactivity? He's coming off 2 straight losses. This dude's also, I think, underratedly weird. We always talk about how weird Tony Ferguson is. This dude, if he was a little bit bigger on the roster and had more interview time, people would find out how fucking weird he is. This dude's a weird cat, right? And yeah, I agree. I think this is going to go to decision. Smotherman coming off 2 losses as well. He got taken down a lot by Surrey City. He got taken down by Ricky Simone, which is a high level competition, but that's been kind of his thing. Early in his career, Smotherman had a little bit of a chin issue. Right? Got clipped, got rocked, got hurt. Feel like he's battling back with that. He's with a good camp, and now he's just got to work on the takedown defense. I think Turcios can wrestle. He keeps a high pace, but I don't think his wrestling's super clean. I think Smotherman's going to piece him on the feet, and then Turcios is going to dive for some legs. There's going to be some cage time, stall in the cage. They're going to get broken up. Smotherman's going to piece him up. Turcios is going to rinse and repeat. I don't think it's going to be the most exciting fight in the world. I like the over. I like the decision for Cam Smotherman. Little Campster is his handle on all social media, I believe. I like Cam Smotherman here. This is a weird fight. The chat said weird fight. Very weird fight, but they got to give him somehow. They got to get Turcios out there. They got him fight out often. Smotherman probably on the last deal here. Took a fight on short notice. Lost to. He's got to win this one if he's staying in the UFC. So motivation's on Cam Smotherman's side. I like Smotherman minus 182. Wish we were getting a better price, but yeah, give me Cam.
Yeah, Smotherman by decision is the most likely outcome at plus 110. So you're not really getting
a little more.
I actually think a dart on like a Turcios submission could be live.
Throwing a
Or
dart?
maybe a little
Okay.
ends by sub, because I don't really think Smotherman's – I don't think his ground game is great. Like, he's been able to survive some of it. But Turcios is pretty slick with it. Y'all remember when he got that Raul Rosas Jr. back? And if Rosas Jr. didn't have that huge chin, it might have been a fight ender choke right there.
Smotherman's chin was so bad though. Turcios throwing some wild shit knocks him out 10-1.
I'm seeing 13-1, bro.
I saw 10-1. I'm on bet. What are you at? I'm on Bet Online. It's the only one that has props up for me.
I'm on Fight Odds.
Fight Odds, okay. Yeah, Fight Odds, yeah.
But, dude, nobody will forget. If you remember, you will not forget when Smotherman got KO'd by Charalampus Gregorio.
That's what I'm saying.
Serious. So,
and he's got KO'd early in his career by a lot of dudes, and he's been wobbled. The chin, I mean, obviously you can't really work on your chin. It's unfortunate. You're kind of born with it. But you can work on your defense. You can work on your vision. The punches that you get hit with that you don't see are always the worst ones, right? And he's obviously done that, you know. But, man, I don't know, dude. Turcios is a wild boy. I still like Cam, but if we're throwing darts, baby, we're throwing some fucking darts. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get crazy.
This is one of those fights where I think you just got to throw a dart if you're going to bet on it, right?
Sure.
And 10 seconds left. Since Smotherman's been submitted in his amateur days by RNC first round.
Yeah.
Been in a push-up contest with my friend and his dad since January 1st, trying to get into Hayjive shape. Hey, there we go.
There you go.
I've been locked in too. I'm trying to cut down, get into some good shape. Skip to the next fight. Yeah, let's do that.
Ooh,
my man. Yeah. The Incredible Hulk comes in at -215, taking on Denzel Freeman, +185. Look at that mustache. Appreciate that mustache. And then appreciate that big lion tattoo on the chest of the Incredible Hulk. 7-0 for Josh Hokit, coming in here 1-0 in the UFC after a big round 1 KO. Denzel Freeman 1-0 in the UFC after a snooze fest to Marek Bulyo not too long ago. I know that one's engraved in MMA fans' minds because if they watched it, they were pissed. And I watched it and I was pissed because I woke up excited for some fights. What was that? UFC Qatar?
Yeah.
I think it was 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, let's fucking go. All right. And then I get to watch that slop fest, and it was just disgusting. It put me in a terrible mood for the rest of the day. But either way, we did a live stream at the beginning of the year. And I said Josh Hokit would not only have the most wins in 2026, but the most KOs. So I'm going Hokit KO.
Yeah.
I got to take it, man. If I'm going to make that type of prediction, I got to trust my read. Even though Denzel Freeman got the Greco-Roman wrestling base, he should be able to theoretically, stuff some of the freestyle wrestling from Josh Hokit. I just don't think Freeman's on like the level of an athlete that Josh Hokit is. And I think Josh Hokit's only going to get better at MMA as he is an elite level athlete for the heavyweight division. So that's where I'm going. I'm going to pull up this thread on 3PC. Let's hear your thoughts, BP.
Yeah, shout out to where's his handle at? UFC what UPS. Shout out these East Tennessee UPS drivers, please. Thanks, y'all. I'm a UPS driver. Yeah, shout out UPS, baby. As far as this fight goes, people that follow me on Twitter, people that follow me, have listened to my my former podcast, MMA Takes. I hate Denzel Freeman. I can't stand the guy. He looks like a bad guy from the House Party movies in the 80s. He looks like an in-shape Carl Winslow. You don't walk the street and look like this guy anymore. He's from a time machine, right? And his last fight was pathetic. But the thing is he's got some decent fights and wins on his record before the UFC. He fought Johnny Eblen as an amateur. He lost, but he fought Johnny Eblen by decision. Fought him as an amateur. Like, this guy has fought decent competition. Maybe it was a bad performance. Don't care. The guy's in my doghouse. He's my fucking graveyard. Never going to bet him. Never going to do it. Hokit's a guy. He's got that bit, right? He's got the Covington bit. He's got the bandana. I kind of dig it. He's talking his shit, getting his money, staying active. As long as he keeps winning, we're okay. And he's going to win this week. And I got to buy KO as well. He can win any which way. I mean, he could take him down and submit him. If you look at Hokit's record, it's 7-0, but he's got armbar wins. He's got arm triangle wins. He out athletics, if that's a word. Can I use that word? Sure, let's use it. He's a smaller heavyweight, which adds to his quickness, right? And the smaller doesn't really detriment him because even though he's fighting bigger guys, he's still a pretty big guy himself. It's not like he's tiny. You know, a la Cain Velasquez, not comparing him to Cain Velasquez, but Cain Velasquez wasn't that biggest guy, athletic and strength and skill. And Hokit is proven to be that. I like him by KO as well. I think your prediction, Hokit having the most KOs this year, might come true. And I might use that a little bit later. A little tease is what we call in the biz. But I like Hokit as well. Hokit by KO. Hokit by some kind of finish. Hopefully it's fucking early, and hopefully Denzel Freeman just fucking gets out of the cage quick because I've seen enough of him already. I've seen enough of him.
Fucking slept, man. Shout out to 10 seconds left, calling out Gable Stevenson to crack the top 15. And it's crazy because I've actually spoke with a guy at the gym that I didn't know, and he was a wrestler, and I was talking to him about wrestling and MMA and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about Gable Stevenson. And I was like, well, there's this guy, Josh Hokit. And I think he's kind of like the under the radar Gable Stevenson.
Okay.
He's like a similar build, good athlete, has the collegiate wrestling, and he's in the heavyweight division. And why does that matter? Lazy Bed right here said it. The sheer athleticism of Hokit will be enough to see him make the top 15 in a shallow pool of heavyweight. And that leads us into the thread on 3PC, where many fighters and a teammate of Josh Hokit, Steve Garcia, weighed in.
Stevie
said he's the real deal. Not many heavyweights have anywhere close to the pedigree of wrestling as Josh, which is true. In his last fight, he carries the KOs with his hands as well. He does have some power in his hands, explosive athlete. He likes to let him fly, and Denzel Freeman does not like to take that damage. Style on the mic as well. I'm sure the UFC would love for him to get a KO on the prelims, give the prelims a little bit of some action on Paramount. You know, this is what, the third fight of the year, third fight on Paramount. We also got Dean Thomas weighing in, loving the mic skills from Josh Hokit, and says he looks very comfortable, which I agree with. And Alan Joban as well. Everyone says the same things, right?
Okay.
We all see it.
3 heavy hitters liking him a lot.
The guy has elite athleticism, and that's going to take you far in the heavyweight division, along with the wrestling base as well. But threads like these, very common in 3PC or 3punchcombo.com. And if you want to get your Johnny Lawrence made the post. Shout out to Johnny Lawrence, the Hall of Famer Johnny Lawrence, making the post about the ex-NFL star, the ex-Fresno State standout wrestler and standout football player, running back. You know, he played running back.
Wild.
And he ran for like over 1,000 yards, which pretty fucking wild for a heavyweight in the UFC. But yeah, what's Hokit? Hokit KO is plus 300. I mean, I don't really think he's going to sub him. Like, are we really going to see a lot of subs in the heavyweight division? I don't think so. I think he's just going to KO him. And I will bless you.
Thank you.
Get a little snot on there.
Oh my God, was that horrible?
a little snot and wipe it on that ticket for good luck.
Golly, brother. I need a screenshot of that. I try to hide it. I try to vampire it as best as possible. That fucking thing shot out like a rocket.
I just saw the wipe. I'm like, I know that wipe.
Yeah, bro. Oh my God, I've been a little sick, little sickies. That I feel better now, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's keep talking about Josh Hokit. Minus 215, I think, is a low number. I think, I don't know what. I thought this number would be higher, which excites me as a gambler. Not really sure why he's not higher. And plus 300 by KO. I mean, that's better than I thought. Yeah, I mean, Corey, he could sub him or whatever, but I mean, I just think he's going to pound on him. I think he wants that knockout over the sub. I think he'll take TKO, ground and pound over any kind of sub any day of the week.
Yeah, last thing I'll say is I don't love the matchup because, like, I would want him to have like a clear wrestling advantage, but at the same time, like, if he's stuck on the feet with Freeman, I still think he's the way better striker.
Sure.
Like, you know, like, I don't really think, like, look at Freeman against Buyo. Buyo is terrible. Freeman, like, couldn't do shit to him. All he did was throw leg kicks and body kicks, and really
I can't believe he didn't get cut. He played it so safe, that fight, over a guy who's not an MMA fighter, just a jiu-jitsu practitioner. If Denzel Freeman wins this fight, I'm gonna make a claim right now, okay? And I'll post this on our social medias. I will break something in my house, like something, like I will break something. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe something valuable. I'll put my hand through something. I just got a new TV, so it can't be that. But maybe my old TV. I'll punch right through the fucking thing. I can't have this guy win. He stinks. I hate him. I'm fucking tired of him. And yeah, I just got to have Hokit win. I'm going to be the biggest Hokit fan this weekend.
Get him out of here. Moving on. We got Michael Johnson taking on Alexander Hernandez. Hernandez comes in as the favorite, minus 148. Johnson plus 128. 16-15. Just over that 500 mark for MJ. Hernandez 10-7 in the UFC. Both 4-1 in their last 5, both on a nice little 3-fight win streak. The resurgence of Michael Johnson has looked pretty impressive. You got to look at some of that level of competition. And then the resurgence of Alexander Hernandez. I mean, if we're talking like comeback fighters of the year, I mean, I think Hernandez should be in that conversation. I mean, he had 4 wins in 2025, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe it was 3.
Beat a on the rise Chase Hooper by knockout as well. I saw that live. That was impressive.
Might have been 3. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of success with both these guys recently, but then you got to kind of dive into it a little bit, kind of, you know, try to pick and choose what you want, and then you got to think about it stylistically. So I'm interested to hear what you got to say about this matchup. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, so, you know, Hayden, you and I, we're buddies. We're doing this show. It's going to be a journey. You're going to get to know me quite a bit. And here's one thing you need to know about me is I'm a Michael Johnson guy. Okay, he was born in 1986. It's the same year I was born. One of the best years ever. You know, people were made in that year that are going to stand the test of time. He's one of them. And this is a guy who, on any given day, can beat anybody, right? It's wild. I know he's 39. He's on a little resurgence. So is Alex Hernandez. I like that Hernandez left Mark Montoya. He's doing his own thing. Brandon Reval there in Colorado. They got their own camp, and it works, like, right? I think Hernandez's biggest hurdle was his mind. I think he beat himself in there, right? And I don't think he's letting that happen anymore. But they're both quick. Michael Johnson's left hand is a thing of beauty. You're never going to see me catching betting against Michael Johnson at plus money. Are we crazy? Michael Johnson plus 128. Book it. Add it to my card. Also add to my card Michael Johnson by KO, babe. By KO. I think he's going to clip Hernandez. Hernandez has been knocked out before. Michael Johnson is going to look good to start off 2026 here, babe. And I can't wait for it. So we're going to see Denzel Freeman get absolutely murdered. And then we're going to back it up with a Michael Johnson KO. Oh, my God. I'm going to run my neighborhood naked, dude. I'll get fucking the cops called on me. I'll do it. I live in a cul-de-sac. Probably not. But, yeah, I'm gonna fucking go Michael Johnson all-in KO. That is something that I've been looking at for a little bit here. Nervous about it, but, yeah, listen, this is gambling, right? You got to be a little nervous. That's how you know it's the right play. MJ, it's for me by KO. Let me find it. Plus 300. Okay, I thought I'd get a little bit better, but I'll take 300.
You know, you might have sold me, but you started the breakdown with I'm an MJ guy. So.
I want to be. Listen, if people are going to throw biasy my way, Michael Johnson, Chris Curtis, and then on the flip side, Denzel Freeman and Jimmy Crute. Those are 2 guys I hate, right? I'll never pick them just because I hate those guys, right? So I love 2 guys.
Jimmy Crute.
Fuck Jimmy Crute. It's a long story, but yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck the brute Jimmy Crute forever.
Gotta love Himmy Crute, bro. But either way, I kind of agree with you, but I'll break it down stylistically how I think it's going to go. I think MJ. So I originally was leaning towards Hernandez because I thought it's probably going to be striking, and then Hernandez can mix in some grappling. So you give him some grappling advantage, should be a favorite, right? But then I'm like watching the tape and looking through the stats, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really think Hernandez is really going to have a ton of grappling success here, man. Like Johnson's takedown defense is like 80%, and you know, he's sprawling hard against Mark Giacchese, and Giacchese's got some real solid takedowns, and didn't sniff a takedown against Michael Johnson. And then the way Hernandez has been fighting recently, he's kind of like low volume, trying to like basically just trying to like find a KO. And like, yeah, he could find a KO against Michael Johnson, sure. But I don't really think Johnson's chinny, man. He's had like 43 fights.
Yeah.
And he's been knocked out cold bad like twice.
Josh Emmett got him, dude. Josh Emmett
Emmett and CDF got him.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, he's not like getting wobbled in every single fight. Like,
right.
I think his durability is fine. my worry would be like, if he does get taken down, does he get submitted like right away? But then Hernandez, not really like a submission grappler. So I kind of just see it playing out on the feet. And at that point, like, I think Michael Johnson's good enough to beat him. You know, like I bet on Kurt Hollabaugh against Alexander Hernandez.
I did too.
And Hollabaugh was a live minus 350 favorite halfway through the second round because he was doing pretty well on the feet against Alexander Hernandez. And then Hollabaugh's takedown defense just completely failed him, and he lost the fight. Arguably still won the first 2 rounds, but whatever. I don't really see Hernandez having the takedown success here. So, yeah, I picked Michael Johnson. Am I going to bet on him? Probably not, but I might take a little stab on Johnson by decision.
By decision, okay. A little different.
I just think he's the better minute winner on the feet. And I don't really see him knocking out Hernandez because I don't think Hernandez is chinny either. I don't really think he's putting himself in the fire to like get hurt all that often. And usually when he does get finished, it's because he's gassing out. But he's usually gassing out because he's down at featherweight. At lightweight, he's okay. So I think it's probably going to go to decision. And I think Johnson at by decision at plus 350, plus 375 could be a nice little stab. If it goes up to like plus 150 for Michael Johnson, I might have to take a shot. But where the line is at right now, I think it's okay. You know?
Yeah. The one thing though, Hernandez, I don't think he has a bad chin. He has been knocked out before, but he's been dropped as well. He wears it though, right? So like a cut stoppage or something, because Michael Johnson is a high volume guy. He hits hard. I can see Hernandez wearing something, eye closing up, something like that. Sure. Got my crystal ball out right now. But yeah, it's going to be a fun fight because both these guys, I think, will put each other's lights out. They're very similar fighters as well, where they both can wrestle. But they like to stand up because they like to show their power off, and both are fast for the division as well. I mean, Hernandez was playing around at 145, killing himself to make that weight. I'm so glad he's back up at 55 now. Michael Johnson did the same thing. He went down to 45. He's not a big lightweight. Didn't like that as much as either. I'm not a big weight cut kind of guy, so I like these guys at lightweight. It's going to be a fun fight. Good matchmaking here, but it's MJ, baby, to the bank.
Agreed. Hernandez is the type of guy to sit when he wipes.
See,
you don't sit when you wipe?
A lot of people see. I stand when I wipe. I've had this discussion. Most people sit when my wife sits when she wipes. I stand when I wipe. You sit when you wipe, Hayjive?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. See?
If my ass cheeks are too big. If I stand up, I'm gonna have shit all over my ass.
Sure, I do like a little hunch, right? I have to put in a new heat pump in our house, which is a lot of money. They're installing it Monday. But that money was going to go to a bidet. I wanted a fucking Japanese toilet.
Don't even get it started, man.
I mean, get that asshole clean, bro.
When I lived in Florida, I had a bidet in our master bathroom, and it was amazing. And then I moved into my new house, and there's no bidet.
No bidet.
And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I went back to toilet paper and whatever, but nothing like a bidet, man. Really.
I've only had it once in a hotel. I need it in my life. The Japanese toilets are like $2,500, $3,000. But yeah, dude, they're totally worth it.
Dude, all you need is that little extension, and you're good. Trust me.
Yeah, there's that one product that they used to be Tushy. Tushy, you hook it up to you don't need a bidet, you just hook it up to your current toilet. That was they used to advertise it on podcasts. It's like, get your Tushy now. I never did it, but man. Chat's going crazy for this conversation here. Everyone loves a clean asshole, right, chat?
Baby wipes. You can't flush them. Can't flush them.
Yeah.
Just use the old garden.
Yeah. The old garden hose to get the asshole clean. Let me ask you a question. Hey, let's get to know each other a little bit here. You're significantly younger than me. I do have a weak stomach, though. I do not drink alcohol anymore. I haven't drank alcohol in probably, like 15 years. It's not for me. Have you ever, as a grown man, shit your pants?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Usually guys get like, no, why don't you know, like there's a guy at work who like, he won't tell you. He'd be like, hey, that's a good looking guy. And he doesn't act like he doesn't know what a good looking guy looks like. He's one of those guys. And I know this guy shits his pants before. Yeah. Over under Hayden shitting his pants 5 times in your adult life. I'm going to say under.
Probably under, but
5,
like the thing is, every time I've done it, like I'm sick, like I
sure, yeah,
shits like all day, and then like trust a fart that you shouldn't trust,
Absolutely.
Boom, you got shit in between your ass cheeks, and then you got to waddle to the bathroom, right?
100%.
So it happens. It happens.
A little squirt in the pants. That counts as shit in your pants. That's obviously the most common. If you're sick with a stomach bug and a sneeze happens, forget about it. You know what I mean? You're shitting those pants. But yeah, I've had some stories. I just want to, again, we're getting to know each other. I'm glad the answer is yes. The whole chat, I know for a fact they've shit their pants before.
Nothing to be ashamed about, man.
Nothing.
It's natural, man. It's natural.
If you never shit your pants as an adult, you're not taking enough chances. That's just a simple fact. You're just not taking enough chances.
Not at all. You gotta let it rip sometimes, man. All right, let's move on. Flyweight bout here. We got Alex Perez taking on Charles Johnson. The Skullet is back in action at 35 years of age. Kind of shocked when I was looking at this and seeing, Charles Johnson is 2 years older than Alex Perez, but
right,
a lot less miles than Alex Perez. Perez coming off the submission loss to Nurmagomedov, looked great in the fight, and then boom, he got snatched with that guillotine choke. I think he was up 2 rounds.
Yeah,
and snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Charles Johnson snatched victory from the jaws of defeat against Lonair Kavanaugh last time out. Cashed as a dog for the boys. What was it? Plus 170, plus 180, I think I got him at. Didn't look good. He was getting pieced up by Lonair Kavanaugh, but Charles Johnson, being the vet he is, gave that young prospect a little bit of a lesson, KO'd him in second round. I'm excited for this fight because I'm not really sure exactly how it's going to go, but I think there's 2 ways you play this, and I don't really think there's any way else you play it, right? I think you play Alex Perez by decision,
okay,
or you play Charles Johnson by finish.
Wow.
And they're both plus money.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I think Alex Perez is going to have some success. Alex Perez can wrestle. He's a solid striker. I don't think his striking's bad, but he's not very durable when it comes to fighting. And when I say durable, I don't mean he's got a bad chin. I just mean he makes a lot of mistakes. And when he does make a mistake, the fight's over. And Charles Johnson, to me, is a 5-round fighter, kind of a slow starter. And I don't really foresee him coming out here and just, putting on a masterclass from the jump. I think it's going to be competitive until it's not. But maybe Charles Johnson lets this one slip away like he has many a times, where he loses the first 2 rounds, and then third round, he's like, fuck, I got to go. And then the guy across from him just needs to survive till the bell. So I think that's the way you play it. I am leaning more towards like the Charles Johnson inside the distance because it's Alex Perez, and it is Alex Perez. I haven't seen Alex Perez put together 15 minutes, a clean 15 minutes ever. So, I can't really say he's going to do it against Charles Johnson. So, yeah, I think Charles Johnson inside the distance, but I wouldn't rat on you if you were going to be taking Perez in this matchup, Perez by decision. What do you think, BP?
Yeah, this is a really tough fight for me to pick because Perez, this is a guy, he's a weird kind of guy, dude. Like you look at his record, right? And he has no signature wins. I mean, Mateus Nicolau, kind of. Nicolau has no chin, but he only loses and they feed him top of the line guys. Like he got a title shot against Devison, got completely butchered. Before that, he won 4 in a row, lost to Benavidez, won 3 in a row. They gave him Devison, then they gave him Pantoja, they give him Bukauskas, loses 3, gets Nicolau. If you look at his topology, this guy's pulled out of so many fights. He was looking really good against Nurmagomedov and just had that mental lapse and fell apart. Guy has big power, but there's no signature win there. You flip to Charles Johnson, this dude has a signature win. He has knocked out Joshua Van, the champion. This is a guy who 125, in my opinion, is wide open. And Charles Johnson isn't a guy getting his name thrown out there. He isn't a Tyra. He isn't a cop. He isn't a guy getting his name thrown out there. But he's a fringe guy that can really make a move because he's got that win over Van. Van wants that one back. Charles Johnson's like, hey, I want to shot at the title, right? He had a great career in the LFA. He's got the herky-funky style, right? Repping St. Louis, the Lou, got the skull, an interesting cat, and an exciting fighter. My biggest thing is Charles Johnson does keep his hands low a little bit. Alex Perez does come in with some big old bombs. Could he catch Charles Johnson? Yes, of course. But I think Charles Johnson might be the little more complete guy. I actually think Charles Johnson's going to win by decision. I think Perez is going to look good early, and that plus money is staring at me. But I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go Charles Johnson. I like Charles Johnson here. I think he's going to out-cardio him, outwork him. I think it's going to be a fun fight. The first 2 rounds should be pretty fun, and I think Charles Johnson will slowly take over that 3rd round with his footwork and just overall game. Give me Charles Johnson. I think Perez is going to want to wrestle in this fight a little bit too. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, give me CJ, baby.
They got Charles Johnson by sub at plus 360 and the KO is plus 500.
Wow.
For a guy that does not really get subs.
No, that line's off.
Really banking on
That's
that.
weird.
Very
weird. Huh.
Press decision plus 270 though. I'm just throwing it out there.
Right.
Inside the distance for Johnson is plus 170. I do think that's the way you play it if you're going to be betting Charles Johnson because, I mean, the guy's 500 when it goes to decision. And then on the other side, Alex Perez 12-2.
Right.
The only decision loss was in the UFC, I think, was to Bukauskas. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be, loving it if the fight went to decision and I'm holding a minus 170 ticket on Charles Johnson. All right, we'll move on. This one's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. Light heavyweight bout. We got Nikita Krylov taking on Modestas Bukauskas. Modi B coming in at minus 143 and Nikki K coming in at plus 123. 41 professional fights for Nikki K and 25 for Modi B. 4-1 in the last 5. 2-fight losing streak for Krylov. Back-to-back KO losses and a 4-fight win streak for Bukauskas. Knocking out the great Rafael Cerquera, knocking out the great Paul Craig, split decision with Iwan Kodalaba, and a submission win against Marcin Prachnio. Let's hear it, BP. Just say it, man.
I mean, Nikita Krylov's a dead body walking. I mean, this guy, you know what I mean? He fought a heavyweight a lot of his career. He's got a lot of experience. His chin's gone. It's absolute gone. I know he fought 2 heavy hitters, Dom Reyes and Bogdan. They put him out in the first round. Modestas Bukauskas can crack, right? He's got some submissions. He's not going to follow Nikita down and fucking get triangle. It ain't going to happen, right? He's going to fucking catch a body. Modestas Bukauskas by knockout, plus 130. You can find it wherever you have the number. I have it on Bet Online right now at plus 130. Either way, Modestas Bukauskas. I mean, this could be lock him up. Bet it and throw away the key. Don't even look back. He's fighting a corpse. He's fighting a dead body. This Ukrainian's cooked, bro. I think he might not get cut from the UFC because UFC wants knockouts. This guy's going to continue to get knocked out, and they need people at 205. So, yeah, he ain't going anywhere with his loss. But, yeah, give me Modestas Bukauskas, who I think is a solid fighter. I don't think he's, going to compete. I mean, 205 is wide open, so I wouldn't say never, but I think he's going to knock out this corpse. He's deading him, dude.
Oh, man. When you sent me your plays for the segments later, and I saw Modestas Bukauskas on it, I said, oh, fuck, this is going to be fun, right? Because everyone that, is criticizing anything with Krylov is saying the chin is gone. He's completely washed. He's a dead body walking, right? Which could be true, but I don't know, man. I've never
You're not sold on it.
Never been a Bukauskas guy, like ever.
Hey, listen, the bus is not full. There's about 3 people on it, so you can hop on, brother. There's room.
Like, there's so room. On it. There's so many people on the Modi.
I'm talking about like actual fandom, not for this fight, but like actual fans. Yeah,
not many fans, but I mean, like in this spot, like people are be like, Modestas Bukauskas is gonna fucking run through him. I don't know, man. Like you look at his win streak, it's fucking terrible.
It's not good. It's not good, bub.
It's his 3 out of his 4 wins are like the worst fighters in that division. Yeah, I can't get behind it. I can't get behind it at all. I think it's Krylov or pass.
Wow. Krylov by submission plus 500 is what I'm seeing. I don't hate that. I mean, I just said Bukauskas isn't going to do it, but listen, what the fuck do I know? If you're going to bet Krylov, I really think maybe take it by submission because the guy's a dead body, right? He can throw up a triangle still. He can't take a shot. He'll be unconscious throwing up the triangle and still somehow win, a la Matt Hughes and Carlos Newton. But yeah. I mean, you're crazy. I don't think you're actually going to bet it. You're just making a pick here, but I'm trying to talk you out of it. I get it. Bukauskas isn't your cup of tea, but let's put some sweetener in that bitch. Let's make him your cup of tea.
It comes down to this from page 2-0. If Pillows Bukauskas KOs Krylov, I mean, he's got to put the fucking gloves down.
You know what's crazy? I'm 6 years older than Nikita Krylov. He's 33. I'm 39. The guy's face looks like an old tire. Like, what are we doing, bro? I mean, it's crazy.
I think Krylov starting to rep the Russian flag was the turning point.
Okay, yeah, he's Ukrainian, rep, yeah.
Then he comes back, he's repping the Russian flag. It's like,
yeah,
I guess these guys really did lose the war. You know, like they're like,
I guess so, yeah.
Taking over, they can't even rep their own flag anymore. The thing is here, Nikita Krylov. Every time this man fights, I'm gonna bet an under, man. I'm gonna bet an under 1.5 minus 110. I think that's probably the way to go, because if Krylov's really washed, then yeah, Bukauskas, pillow fist Bukauskas could KO him early because Krylov's just that hittable. But Krylov still possesses a lot of danger, man. Like, he fights like a wild man, and Modi B ain't exactly some iron chin guy.
Sure,
he's got his own chin issues. On the ground, Bukauskas isn't getting grappled by like anybody. Nobody in the light heavyweight division is trying to grapple him or is ever going to come into a game plan against him and grapple him, because his chin is just that bad. You know who knocked out Modestas Bukauskas?
Tell me.
Your boy, Himmy Crute. Brutally. Brutally.
Himmy Crute.
So I wouldn't be so all in on Bukauskas if anyone in the chat is trying to take some advice from old Hayjive here. But I like that under 1.5 more than anything. I think it's Krylov or pass. But I am probably going to have to take some shots on an early Krylov finish.
Interesting, because I'm taking not really shots, but I'm taking Bukauskas early, babe. Bukauskas. I like that name. Is it? You know. I don't want to be a pervert.
You gotta stay right.
What am I saying? Bukauskas. Is that how you say it?
Bukauskas. There's an S before the K.
Gotcha. Well, he's gonna fucking Bukaki fucking Krylov's face this weekend, bro. Dead body time. Let's go.
I'm late with the fuck. Hey, you're here though. You're here. We still got a lot of fights to go. Hayjive has Bukauskas PTSD ever since he watched. I don't even know what the fuck Bukaki even means.
You know what it means? It's when I'll tell you, because I'm an old guy. It's when a girl gets cummed on her face by like 10 to 15 dudes. That'd be 10 to 15. A lot of dudes. It's disgusting. It's not for anybody. It's not pleasant, but there's a section of the internet that really likes it, and that's what Bukauskas is going to do to Krylov. Bukaki is faced with punches and fucking kicks.
If that happens, I mean, then he definitely has got to lay the gloves down in the middle. Because if that 100%. Happens to you,
got to retire.
Paramount Plus, that's the end of that. All right, let's move on. Middleweight bout, we got a Taba Gautier taking on Andre Pulyaev. Pulyaev comes in at plus 550. Gautier minus 800. Everybody's favorite prospect, the mini Ngannou, the middleweight Ngannou. The guy's not human. All right. He's 6'4", 81-inch reach, 23. You're telling me that guy's 23?
Wild.
Get the fuck out of here. He ain't 23. It's just like when I'm watching the national championship on Monday.
Yeah.
And they're saying Malachi Tony's like 18 years old. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That guy's not 18. All right. He's not out there making plays against the best defense in the fucking country. He's not 18, bro. There's no way. There's no way this guy's 23. All right. He's 30 plus.
Sure.
Let's call him 23 for fuck's sake. He's 5-0 in his last 5, 3-0 in the UFC, all round 1 KOs. Last fight against Treston Vines. I was honestly making a joke of the fight, and people were getting pissed at me, like saying I shouldn't be like talking about the fight like this. I'm like, dude, this should never have been sanctioned. Like, this is not a fight that should be sanctioned. This is, how they have the flag bouts on Tapology for, what do they say? Ineligible result because it's fight fixing. Like, it's just a matchup that's made where it's just heavily favored one guy's way. Like, this should be a flag bout. Treston Vines had no chance of winning that fight. Now against Pulyaev, he's not as big of a favorite, but he's a big favorite. I think he probably gets a KO. I'll tell you about Pulyaev. Do you know much about Pulyaev?
I mean, I've seen his fights, but as far as just what I've seen on tape, no, not much about him.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I actually thought he would be okay coming in the UFC, and he's obviously 1-1, lost to CLD, which is a fight that he was never going to win because it's his UFC debut. And he knocked out Nick Klein, which is cool. He's a Russian kickboxer, tall, lengthy guy, trains from the Shlemenko gym, the great kickboxer, Russian kickboxer, Shlemenko, and with Koreshkov as well. So I think he's a decent kickboxer, and I think he's got really good training, but I don't think he's like a fighter. You know, I don't think he likes being the nail. He's okay with, you know, being the hammer, but he just looks a little bit frail. And if there's like, he's a good striker, but if you're going to beat him, you got to overpower him. And I think Gautier is probably going to overpower him.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
If anything, Pulyaev should get on his bike and just try to make this guy run around. You should just try to tire him out by making him run. Because the moment that Gautier lands on him, I don't think he's going to like it. He just looks that frail.
Yeah. And it's so crazy, the difference in their bodies. They're both 6'4". Gautier, I don't know what kind of weight he cuts. I saw a video of him on Instagram hitting pads, getting warmed up, you know, for this weekend. He is just shredded, dude. And Pulyaev is just a tall, skinny, lanky guy and uses his length kind of well, at least when he throws kicks. I don't love his hands. He only landed 18 strikes against CLD. As a guy coming from the kickboxing world, landed 18 strikes against a fellow striker, I think it's kind of pathetic. Yeah, you beat Nick Klein. Cool, got the win. This is Gautier, though, just coming after him. I think Gautier, again, he's training with the right people. He's got the right people in his corner. He's getting better every time he steps in there. This is a good step up where they're not throwing him to the wolves too early. And I just think he's going to destroy Pulyaev. I think Pulyaev maybe can get out of round one if I'm being ambitious. We're looking at Gautier round 2. But, I mean, it's all Gautier. Minus 800 is obviously pretty high, but Gautier by knockout round 2 is something maybe I'll play a little bit. I don't know. But, yeah, Pulyev's in for a night here, babe. They're going to have to be waking him up for sure.
You remember when Tristan Vines tried to shoot that takedown and Gautier just immediately threw a knee up the middle?
Yeah. Like, he's a freak, dude. He's a 20 years old. 23-year-old is interesting. I remember Alistair Overeem, Nagani was like 33 when they fought or whatever it was. And Overeem's like, nah, dude. He's not 33. Let me see a birth certificate, dude. Like, they don't have birth certificate in Cameroon. Like, you just told, when you got to France, you're like, hey, I'm 33. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Gautier could probably fucking take a deep breath and blow out, and Pulaev's flying out of the fucking octagon, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dan.
Half the battle, Dan. Good man.
Like button. Appreciate you. There was one. Could this be another well-maker fight? No, I don't see it. P Savage. I'm sorry, bro.
No.
Don't see it. I want to see Gautier throw leg kicks. Yeah, his leg kicks are probably nasty. I actually do this all the time when I'm hitting the bag. He has that nice 1-2 and then lead leg high kick where he steps into it. So beautiful. He's knocked out a couple guys like that.
Yeah.
And when I'm on the bag, I'm like, dude, I just feel like Gautier right now, hitting this fucking 1-2 lead high kick, just whacking the bag. It feels great.
Yeah.
Gautier round 1 KO is, about around minus 105.
Yeah. Parlay piece, maybe. I mean, do we want to throw that in the parlay piece? We're going to build a 10-1 or, leg, but, at the end, but almost even money, which is round 1, though. I don't know, man. Pulyaev could circle and run away for a little bit.
He could. I just probably want nothing to do with it, to be honest.
No.
Let's move on. Bantamweight bout here. We got Umar Nurmagomedov coming in as the biggest favorite on the card, minus 1,500. Davidson Figueiredo plus 700. Davidson Figueiredo coming off the win to Montel Jackson as a dog in a fight where not a lot happened, but the veteran got it done. And Umar coming off the win against Mario Bautista, which was a pretty fun fight, actually. Bautista gave it a decent scrap. Not the most exciting, but there were some exciting moments. But Umar, to me, just showed in that fight, like, you got to be on a certain level to beat this guy. And Figgy, I really don't think was ever on that level. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I know he was the flyweight champion and all that, but even at his prime, I would still take Umar, and he's clearly not at his prime. So, the real question becomes, is it Umar by decision? Is it Umar by finish? Is it Umar by KO, by submission? What is it, BP? Talk to me here.
Yeah, I'm bullish on Umar by sub. I mean, you're going to cut that minus 1,500 down to, what is it currently at? Plus 170. Devison's, Figgy's 38, bro, right? At 135 pounds. He moved up from 125. He's at 135 now. I don't think he's the biggest guy. He carries the muscle kind of well. Umar does cut a lot of weight to be 135. He is obviously going to be that fucking Dagestanian strong grappler in there. Devison looked pretty good against Montel Jackson. Montel Jackson is a grappler, but Montel didn't really want to grapple in that fight. I'm a huge Montel fan. What the what are you doing, Montel? But Figgy looked okay. He looked okay. But I just think Umar, again, now that Merab's not champion and there's some path for him to get a title shot quickly, since Merab might be taking a seat for a little bit, I think Umar's going to go out there. He's going to make a statement, right? Khabib's in his ear. Khabib's telling his guys, like, if you don't finish, what are we doing here, right? He's going to go out there. He's going to look for a finish. He's going to go back to father's plan, cousin Umar, father's plan, take you down, pound you out, give up a neck, give up something, submit you. I like cousin Umar by rear naked choke, maybe head and arm, something choke wise. That grip strength is phenomenal, and devastating. Even though he didn't really get submitted by Corey Sandhagen, he kind of did. He got his knee popped and then finished. They don't credit that by Sandhagen, but when he gets to the ground, I think Devison, he's really bullish on just stand up, right? Like Derek Lewis, just stand up. Jiu-jitsu doesn't work. Not going to really work here against Umar. So give me Umar by submission plus 170. Kind of fucking love it, Hayden. I kind of fucking love it, bro.
I think this is the perfect spot to take an Umar finish, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would go exact. I don't know if I'd go submission because it could KO, man. I don't really want
KO. Wow. I think Devinson still has a pretty solid chin.
I mean, Barcelos.
Who? Honey Barcelos.
And he clawed him with that fucking left hook. I mean, I think it's a great spot to take the Umar finish because he's coming off 4 straight decisions. But you look at that opposition, man. Beksat Almakhan, young, hungry guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he had Almakhan in some bad spots, but Almakhan's just a freak athlete and got out of it. Sandhagen went to a decision, huge step up in competition, then fought Merab, and that was a close fight. Obviously, went to decision, and then Bautista. I think Bautista's really good. Yeah, and Bautista's like, you just can't ever fucking hold him down. Like, he's just always going to be doing something. And the state where Figgy's at right now, I don't think he's going to want to dog out 15 minutes against a guy like Umar. And I think Umar needs a finish here to make a statement. If he goes out there and 30-27s him, like,
that's nothing. It's not a win, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, he's minus 1,500, man. Like,
yeah.
When Ali, I think Ali made like some tweet or whatever, they said for Umar, his next fight is either Zahabi or Figgy. And I literally quote tweeted, I think I said, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, these are squash matches. He should not be fighting these guys. He
got what he wanted. He got Figgy.
He got what he wanted. But, I don't see how Umar shouldn't be able to finish a Figueiredo. Brandon Moreno got to his back, submitted him. Corey Sandhagen, who doesn't finish anybody, finished him, knee injury or whatever. But that wasn't even a year ago, know. And Figgy's already had a fight in between that. And I know you love your boy Montel Jackson, but Montel Jackson, complete fraud.
He shit the bed. Yeah, I had a bad year last year. Hayden, I had a real bad year last year gambling, and Montel Jackson was certainly a part of that. Cody Steele takes most of the blame, but I'll give it to Montel Jackson as well because I'm a big Montel guy, and I just really thought he's big, strong guy, get a bully Figgy. Did it, but I think it's gonna happen in this fight.
Yeah, I haven't bet it yet, but I like Umar by finish. All right, before we get into the main card, I got to give a shout out to 3PC. Shout out to 3PC and thank them for sponsoring the podcast. If you want to join 3PC, we got a little contest giveaway for you. UFC 324. Are you a good handicapper or not? We're about to find out based on this Saturday's result. All you got to do is join 3punchconvo.com. Use our code BIGJIVE. You get a free month. Absolutely free. You get all the perks of a paid member for free for the whole month. Make your fight picks, and you're going to be entered to win a free $200 parlay giveaway. So whoever is up the most units on this week's fight picks is going to win that $200 free parlay that is funded by 3PC. And you're going to get to come onto the show if you would like to come onto the show.
Come on.
And you can build that parlay live with us on the podcast. Should be a lot of fun. And I already made my picks. I'm going to pull it up here, but I already made my picks for UFC 324, as you can see right here.
You picked all of them, picked the whole card?
Yeah, I picked the whole card.
I'm going to pick the whole card too then, man.
Throwing anything out there, but I picked them all. All you got to do is, hold down on the thing for like 3 seconds and it'll submit it. And then the results are going to be in here. So there's the.
Can you scroll down a little bit further, Hayden, on that right there? Never mind. I thought I was 6. I thought I was 6 ranked. Damn it, bro.
5 pick leaders.
There we go. There it is. 6, number 6. You want to come for the crown, baby? Let me for the people out there, if I'm probably gonna win the most units this weekend when I do my picks on 3PC. The $200, when I win the $200 parlay or whatever, I'm gonna give it away. Okay, it's not gonna be for me. Don't worry, I'm gonna win. I'll give it away in the second place. Okay, I'm a good guy.
Yeah, these are the results from the Apex card last year.
Correct,
because the 5 picks was only live for 1 card. So starting this new year, if you want to track your picks, for the entire year, you can easily do that on 3PC by just making the picks, and then it'll automatically, show your total units up and your record overall, and it'll keep a streak, keep your streaks if you're on a streak. Hopefully you're on a streak, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. 3PC, 3punchconvo.com. There's a link down in the description below. I'll bring this up again so you guys got all that. And then, of course, you got to be following 3Punch Convo on Instagram to be eligible to win that $200 free parlay. Can't wait to see how many people sweep this week. Because there's one guy that did sweep, Sullivan.
Yeah, he went 9-0.
Fucking sharp, dude.
Yeah, he's a sharp guy. We got a lot of sharps. Johnny Lawrence at the bottom. But listen.
Off one.
Johnny's going to come back. You know what I mean? He's going to come back.
Johnny's a Hall of Famer.
He's going to sweep the leg and come back. Johnny Lawrence.
I'm excited. Hopefully, hey, if I win it, guys,
tell me what you're going to do.
I'll give it away to somebody else.
Look at that. We're nice guys here. And Hayden's going to probably come in second to me, and then I will give it to the third place guy. That's how we roll, baby. Oh, Vaughn. He's going to make a statement this week. Shout out Vaughn, Fight IQ of Vaughn.
Lunatic's already got his picks in. Attaboy.
I'm going to do a video tomorrow. Last Pirate got me too.
Buy a bidet. I could buy a bidet. The thing is, I don't have a problem buying it. I just don't want to install it. My
father-in-law, rest in peace, could literally do anything. When we bought this house, he redid everything, and he's no longer with us. But I literally had money saved up to buy a bidet. And I was like, I'm going to have him come and install it. A bidet. Excuse me. Martin Boudet. Martin Boudet was going to come over and install the bidet. But he was sick, so I couldn't do it. So, but yeah, I don't want to call a plumber over and anything. I want to do it myself. I want to be a fucking man.
Yeah, that's right. I want to be a fucking man, but at the same time, I also don't want to be a fucking man because I don't want to do it.
Because you're dealing with shit and toilets. I don't want to deal with that. I'm not a plumber.
No. Just so everyone knows, Gautier round 1 is plus 140 on Fanatics. Well, that's a fucking steal.
That's a nice little play right there.
Coming back to 3PC this week. Attaboy.
There you go, Mitch Zuck.
Get in there.
Mitch Zuck will be live in the building as well this weekend.
All right. To the main card, we got a featherweight bout. Arnold Allen taking on Jean Silva. Lord, Jean Silva. Sit at minus 245. Jean Silva coming off his first UFC loss. Brutal. Spinning back elbow to the dome from the future and former title challenger Diego Lopez. Arnold Allen, it's been off for a while, but he's 11-2 in the UFC. Only losses to Movsar Evloev and Max Holloway. The man's never been finished. The question here is going to be, can Jean Silva finish him? And if he doesn't, how does the fight look, BP?
I might expose myself as a little bit of a fraud here. I've never been an Arnold Allen guy. I've always picked against him. He surprised me. I thought he was maybe a little chinny at times or whatever. And he's obviously because he always used to fight once a year. And then he starts getting the high level competition. He's obviously fell a little short, but he's looked pretty decent in those spots. This is a fantastic fight here for both these guys. João Silva coming off that loss to Diego Lopes. And Diego Lopes is a phenomenal fighter. Diego Lopes walked through a lot of John's stuff. I think John kind of bought into his own hype, the barking and everything. I think he thought he was going to walk through Diego. Diego's like, nah, bro, I'm a fucking Brazilian Mexican cowboy. You ain't just going to walk through me. I do think John Silva is going to maybe rein it in a little bit. He'll probably cry at least 3 times walking to the cage, cry again during the fight, cry after the fight, and then laugh hysterically afterwards because he's a crazy person. But I do think he's going to clip Arnold Allen. I like John Silva in this fight. Minus 245 is a number I like to play. I think Arnold Allen is the side if you're looking at some dog money here. I think Arnold Allen could win a decision. I think he can out-cardio John Silva. I think he might have more skills than John Silva. I just think John Silva is a special dude. I'm not going to take the last loss too hard, right? Recency bias is not going to get in this whole brain of mine. So I'm going to go John Silva. I think he's going to win by KO. But it's not like it's something I'm going to run to the window to bet, but I kind of like it. Maybe by Saturday, I'll love it. Maybe I'll add it to my card officially, but right now I like John Silva, and John Silva by KO is plus 140. So give me John Silva. Who you like, Bub? I feel like you're going to take a shot at the double A here, a little plus money.
Oh, fuck double A's, man.
Fuck them.
You know how many double A's I got in the closet upstairs? Too many.
Too many to count.
More. I don't need any more. Dick's Insider saying I got that John Silva hairline. Come on.
You got it, bro? Oh, look at that. That's clean, dude.
Better.
I saw your Instagram story. I wish you would have kept it with the acorn hair you were going with there, bro, when your boy was lining you up.
Yeah, well, my wife.
Oh, your wife cuts it. Okay. Yeah, my wife cuts my hair too.
My fucking hair's still on the ground out there. I haven't vacuumed it yet, but a little busy today, But
sure.
Lord John Silva, man, I think he might be the first guy to finish Arnold down.
Yeah, I kind of have that feeling too.
I mean, let's just look at Arnold down, right? Who is going to be capable of finishing an Arnold Allen? Gaethje? No.
Nah.
Oh, Evloev? He's never finished any fighter, let alone
Evloev doesn't even finish his fucking lunch, bro. He ain't finishing.
He ain't finishing nobody.
No.
Holloway, he did clip him at the end, but
he did.
Not really like the biggest finisher, right? At featherweight.
Cater, who has power at the time but blew his knee.
Cater ain't Nick got no fucking power, dude. Cater.
And then Hooker rocked him, and then it was that Rock'em Sock, and then you got fucking pulled out.
No, like my point is, I don't really think he's fought anybody that's on the level of a power puncher like John Silva. And is Arnold Allen going to get his grappling going here? I don't really foresee that happening. And then you also got to throw in Arnold Allen, southpaw. John Silva made his run on southpaws.
He did.
You remember who he came in and fought in his UFC debut?
Mm-hmm.
The great Weston Wilson. The nastiest southpaw striker we have ever seen.
Weston Wilson. God damn it. I did not think you were pulling a Weston Wilson.
And he put that man in the fucking...
I thought you were going to give me a Kevin by J host on the Contender Series because he did beat Kevin by J host on the Contenders. But yeah, Weston Wilson is a fucking substitute gym teacher fighting in the UFC. Because he's buddies with Stephen Thompson.
Kevin Vallejos, orthodox striker.
Yeah.
It didn't finish him. Weston Wilson, southpaw. Charles Jourdain, southpaw. Drew Dober, southpaw. Melsic Bagdasarian, southpaw. Bryce Mitchell, southpaw. Finished all those guys. Diego Lopez, orthodox. Arnold Allen, southpaw. I think this is a nice bounce back spot for John.
I agree.
I don't really, love, the minus 245, right? Like it's John Silva's not the most defensively responsible. Don't think he's like the best grappler, but we saw him in the literal worst possible position against Diego Lopez, and he made it out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he do in the second round? He started beating the fuck out of Diego Lopez, and then his ego took over when Diego Lopez wasn't crumbling to the ground from his punches. And then he got fucking spinning back up. But so I think John Silva comes into this one a little bit more calm, a little bit, less ego, and gets back to what he was doing. What he was doing is being a technical, devastating counter striker. And that's probably going to be able to be enough to put out Arnold Allen. And even if he doesn't, he'd probably win a nice decision. But did you see that promo that John Silva put on his Instagram?
Remind me. I probably.
You gotta. I actually might just pull it up. It's one of the sickest promotions I've seen, like hype tapes.
Okay, like a hype thing.
Yeah,
Call a sizzle reel.
It was just cinematic. It had all the feels, man. It was just legit. I gotta pull this up. Where is it? How long ago was it?
Silva.
Yeah. Here. Share.
Oh my gosh. Already looks fucking dope.
You hear it?
I hear it, yeah.
Got the blood on the back. Blood on the front.
Let him.
Fucking wife and his kid.
His wife's everywhere with him, which you gotta love.
Yeah. Brings the baby over.
The baby. No.
Baby.
The music's intense too, bro. Marco. Oh. That was sick. Someone in the chat said exactly what I was thinking. Whoever shot that needs to work for the UFC. They need to shoot that. That was sick, bro. I mean, missed that. I don't know how I missed that.
That gives me fucking chills, man.
That was awesome. Brings the baby over too, like he needs more motivation. Oh, here's a little fucking kid. Oh my god, Arnold Allen's dead. You're dead, bro.
You're dead. Arnold Allen. I mean, this is the battle of the autism, right?
Yeah, right.
One guy is just what they call him, spider monkey, like a rabid spider monkey on the cage, and the other guy is just like your typical autism guy. And I could say that I'm autistic.
Yeah, he's allowed to say it. He's autistic.
I can say it. I took a test. I'm autistic.
He did it. He did. He did. I was failing high school so much. My parents were like, "Hey, he might have ADHD." So I took that test. No, I didn't have it. I just didn't care. I'm stupid. Yeah, that's what it was. No ADHD, just stupid.
Anyway, we got Jean Silva by KO. I'm seeing it at like plus 170. I think.
Yeah, that's why I got the number as well.
I like it, but also kind of just want to take the inside the distance because it could be like a club and sub type of thing.
He's got good chokes. I mean, he fucking strangled Bryce.
Yeah. Congrats on the new show. Appreciate that, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Who can weaponize the spectrum more? If it's going to come down to battle of the autism, I'm taking John Silva
for sure.
7 days of the week, bro.
He's on several different levels of the spectrum. It really depends when you're catching him. You know what I mean? So yeah, so he's gonna use that more to his advantage. I can't do a good dog bark. I've never been able to. My kid can do it really good. I can't do it.
All that hype to lose a decision to Arnold Allen.
Come on, Dick's Insider, bro.
How are you gonna say that after watching that?
Gee, we're ready to flip our fucking desk over, bro.
Ready to fucking throw down. I still got those. I got goose.
Son of a bitch.
All right, let's move on. We go from that one, just fucking hyped up. We're hyped up on John Silva. Watch that fucking hype tape. And then we get hit with a little flyweight bout here. And I hate when the UFC does this. They start us off with a banger and then boom, women's MMA fight where it's minus 450 to go to the scorecards. And Rose has had some stinkers before, and Natalia Silva ain't exactly, putting on some super exciting fights as of recently. But either way, Natalia Silva minus 350, Rose Namajunas plus 285. I don't really think, Natalia Silva loses this one, but also am I running the better at minus 350? No. I just think she's probably going to win a decision, but I don't want my money at minus 350 in the hands of the judges. In 2025, in 2024, in 2023, And I don't foresee that being the case in 2026. So I'll keep it short. I'll take Natalia Silva by decision, but am I going to bet it? Probably not. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Rose in this spot. I need kind of a dog. I need something to lean on. I think Rose with their experience, I think it is going to be kind of a stinker as well. Natalia Silva is the girl. Everyone wants to fight for the title. I know she's next up. I get that. She could cleanly win this. The odds, though, throw me off a little bit here. I just really think Rose could obviously win a decision if she comes in right. Obviously, it's been a mental case for Rose. Ever since Connor threw that dolly through the window, she has not been the same, bro. But I feel like she's finally starting to kind of be like, I'm enjoying fighting again. She doesn't have to cut all that weight. She's at 125. At plus 285, I'll take that. Plus 400 for Rose to win a decision. I kind of like that as well. I just see it being kind of maybe a lackluster fight. Hopefully, they put a little bit of foot on the gas. But Natalia Silva's lost before. She's 19-5-1. She's on a nice little streak now, but she has holes in her game. I think Rose can exploit that. Rose has been around forever, but she's still only 33 years old. Not shot worn, not getting clipped in there, not getting put out by any means. Just sometimes her fight percentage is, she doesn't throw enough, she doesn't do enough, and then she goes to the decision and gets upset. The Carla Esparza fight was maybe one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my life, besides the Denzel Freeman fight. But yeah, give me Rose. I need a dog. I like plus money. I like dancing with plus money. Let's go Rose. Let's go Rose by decision.
Well, homie over here says Rose by KO. Book it. Did you see the fight already, bro?
I don't know about that, bro. Bougie rips.
I mean, I don't really think we're getting a KO from either side here. I just don't really think either girl's gonna put anything out there that's gonna throw the other unconscious. I think like Natalia's just such a tough fight because she doesn't allow you to hit her at all.
Right.
And if you try to grapple her, like she's got rock solid takedown defense. My worry here for Natalia would be is if she gets like a kick caught at the beginning of the fight and like ends up on bottom and then can't get up.
Sure.
But I don't really see that happening, man. So I can understand why you're going to take a shot on Rose because I do foresee it going to the judges. I foresee it being a somewhat competitive decision.
Yeah.
But I think Natalia's shots are going to be way more impactful. She's just going to hit her a lot harder than a Rose Namajunas is going to hit Natalia Silva. So that's the way I see it. But yeah, that KO on fucking Rose is plus 1,800. Decision's plus 450 though.
Yeah, I like the decision. I'd probably dance with that. Maybe Rose. The money line might go up a little bit as well. Over 2.5. Yeah, that's a lock, but I mean, you got to put some shekels in there to get a little bit of return. Because I mean, it's going to go over 2.5, unless Rose, lands the kicks you get against Wei Lee, which I just don't see happening. I remember Pat Barry and Chico Camus, who was like Rose's main training partners. Obviously, Pat's her husband or whatever. They used to brag about the power Rose had. Oh, she hits harder than men on the mitts. No, she fucking doesn't, you liars. There's no proof of that, and there's no way a 115-pound woman hits harder than men on the mitts. You know what I mean? I get it. You're hyping her up and shit, but let's, quit trying to think everybody's fucking stupid. They think that, right? I've rolled, and I'm a white belt, but I'm also 290 pounds at the time. I was 285 pounds. I've rolled with brown belt women who are 150, 120 pounds, and they couldn't submit me because they're just too small. That's just the way it is. There ain't no way she's hitting harder than men, period.
Dude, I saw something where this one YouTuber took powerlifting midgets and powerlifting, like big powerlifting men or women, big powerlifting women, and the midgets outlifted the powerlifting women.
100%. I mean, I don't want to get political. I'm not a political guy. I don't. But the one thing I will plant my flag in is that, you can do whatever you want. You can transition to whoever you want to be. I don't care. But if you're a biological man, transition to a woman and going to play in a woman's sport, I think that is 100% wrong. I'm a father of 2 daughters. If my daughter, she played basketball, if she's playing next to a kid who's 6'4" with a wig on saying he identify as a fucking girl, scoring 100 points a game, it's like, what are we going to put the end to it, right? But yeah, no, listen, women are fantastic. They're great. I love them. But when it comes to strength and stuff like that, and especially in a sport like MMA, there's no comparison, right? There's just really not. Now, if I rolled with Kayla Harrison, right, who's a bigger broad, who's very strong, she'd submit me in 2 seconds, right? Without question. It's just the fact that, the one I was talking about was very, very light.
Very true. All right, let's go to the feature bout of the night. And before we start this one, please, everyone in the live chat, hit the like button for me right now. All right, we got 3 fights left on the UFC 324 card. And then as you can see on the bottom of your screen, we got more to come after that. We got the empty the clip segment, which is the most confident play. We got the 3-punch parlay, a 3-leg money line parlay, and then we got a sicko parlay from both of us, 10-1 or higher odds. A little long shot for you boys to send you into the weekend. But we got this fight to break down first. We got Waldo Cortes-Acosta taking on Derek the Black Beast Lewis. 20-10 in the UFC, 30 professional fights under the UFC banner for Derek Lewis, 3-2 in his last 5, 40 years of age. Waldo Cortes-Acosta, this is his 6th fight in 10 months for Waldo.
Yeah.
The guy's on an absolute run. We also got some Homo Fight merch for Waldo Cortes-Acosta for you guys to check out.
Might need to purchase me some of that.
If you're a Waldo backer this weekend, I guarantee you got to go purchase one of those for 100%. Good luck. If you don't purchase the merch, you ain't getting no good luck from Waldo Cortes-Acosta. But he's a big favorite here. He's a big favorite. And I don't know that I 100% agree, but I also can see why. If the fight plays out and he doesn't get KO'd, if he doesn't get caught with a shot, he's going to look minus 330. But with Derek Lewis, the one thing you don't want to get hit with is that one shot. And Waldo, we all know he has a granite chin because he gets fucking hit.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get affected by it. So this is kind of like a fight for science, Is Waldo Cortes-Acosta's chin that good? We're going to find out if Derek Lewis connects with his fists. So I really want nothing to do with this fight. If anything, I might try to take a little shot on that over 1.5.
Okay.
Because Derek isn't exactly some aggressive striker. If you're willing to stand there and be in a slow paced kickboxing battle, Derek's not gonna overexert himself. He's just gonna try to wait for you to throw his shot. And then with Waldo, I know he's on back-to-back KOs, but this guy was kind of a decision merchant before he started knocking dudes out. And last thing I'll say is that kind of worries me for Waldo. Is he's coming off back-to-back KO wins. Does he want another KO win? Is he going to try to press that KO win to give Derek Lewis, his only way to win, which is to land that big shot? So it's a lot of moving pieces in this matchup. What do you think, BP?
Yeah, you don't want any action on this fight. I respect that. You can't bet every fight, but I want all the action. I want all of it, babe. So when we did the prediction in 2026, I was on Acosta. I thought this guy was going to have a big year. They give him Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis going to be in the best shape of his life, right? He looks trim. He looks good. He said that weird peptide thing where the UFC sent him steroids and he backtracked it. I don't know what the fuck's going on. He's got a weird sense of humor. However, Derek Lewis, the one thing we know about him is he's got giant power. He can knock anybody out. Obviously, he gets fake hurt to the belly, throws a right hand. All that stuff's great, but he can't take a shot. He don't have that great of a chin. I mean, Matt Mitrione slept as a boy. You know what I mean? Tuivasa against a cage slept this dude. I've seen this dude quit in the fight.
Slander. No Tuivasa slander, all right?
I'm not slandering anybody.
Man's lost 5 fights in a row. We got to break him down next week. So
I'm not slandering anybody. Just saying what happened. But I love Acosta in the spot. Acosta is a dangerous guy when he is hurt, when he's back against the cage. He moves really well. And you're right. He was a decision guy and he's knocking people out. I think he has real power, but I also think he knows how to win a fight in 3 rounds. I think his cardio is decent for heavyweight. And this is a fight where he actually gets a training camp. So I think he's look pretty good in this spot. The one thing that really took me over the hill with Acosta was I hated him when he fought Orlovsky because he's dancing on the legend and he did nothing, right? But the Sergey Pavlovich fight where he lost, right? That was a beast of a man in there. And Pavlovich hits hard. And he lost the decision. He didn't give up. It didn't look maybe fantastic, but he went there, took his lumps for 3 rounds and said, okay, this is a learning lesson. He's come back better for it. I think he's a super athletic guy. I think he's going to clip Derek Lewis. I like the knockout. It's like minus 120, minus 125 right now I can see. But with the chat, so shout out Dan Tom. I saw Dan Tom in the chat. Great guy, host of the Dog Pass podcast. So shout out Dan Tom. Also, second thing for the chat, if for whatever reason, if you're tailing me, I am horrible, absolutely horrible at predicting heavyweight fights. I know chicks, right? Everyone knows BP knows chicks. I don't know heavyweights at all. So take that with a grain of salt. With that being said, I'm so confident in Acosta, baby. Knockout minus 125. Maybe knockout round 1 is we'll get a little fancy come Saturday night. But I like this spot. I like this spot for Acosta. I think, he's going to be fighting some really top guys at heavyweight, which is, there's not a lot of guys there anymore. I mean, heavyweight's wide the fuck open. But yeah, I like Acosta.
Covert Big Bet says Lewis would beat Pavlovich. Well, Pavlovich actually beat him, bro.
Yeah, it's already happened, and it did. And Pavlovich, I believe, destroyed him.
It was like 40 seconds or something like that. But yeah, man, I like the over 1.5 is kind of the way that I would look at it, but it's minus 40, and I'm like, do I really want to lay chalk on an over in a fucking Derek Lewis fight that could end in one punch? Like, not really, man. So I kind of would want like plus money on that.
Yeah, it can end in one punch or it can go to 3 rounds, and we're begging it for it to end. Like, come on. Like Derek Lewis versus Jailton Almeida. Oh, God. I mean, I know that was a fight, but let's not have that again, please.
Let me ask you this. And this would actually be a good thing to post in 3PC and get the people's thoughts on. But with the White House card coming up, do you think some of these like American fighters are going to be pushing to like make a statement to try to get on that card?
I know Derek Lewis is. I mean, Derek Lewis.
Like that's what I'm thinking. Like, is Derek Lewis going to fight this like the Francis Ngannou fight, or is he going to fight it like the fucking Taliesin Teixeira fight?
Yeah, because Derek Lewis is. I mean, I think Costa's more athletic, but Derek Lewis can move pretty well for his size, and he could definitely go out there and have a stinker. That's a really good thought, because Derek Lewis obviously wants to fight in the White House card. Who wouldn't at this point? He's an American. He's a Texas boy. I mean, I don't know if he likes Donald Trump or not. I think he shouted him out before, but that's, whatever. Yeah, that's a good question. That's going to play in the old factor now. Now you got me thinking, Hayden. Now you got me thinking, brother.
Because if he gets a KO, like he's on that White House card for sure.
For sure, without question.
For sure. Waldo by points plus 275. I would want like plus 300 or higher. If it goes to decision, it's probably Waldo. That's why Waldo's the big favorite here, right? Because he's got all the decision equity. He can find a finish in any round. Durable, younger. It makes sense, but I'm probably going to lay off.
Yeah.
Let's go to the co-main event. We got Sean O'Malley coming in at minus 200, taking on Song Yadong at plus 170. Song Yadong was a little pissed about that COVID mask that Sean O'Malley was wearing in the face-off. We got a little bad blood here, a little beef brewing. But O'Malley says it's just because he wanted to get back to the COVID days when he was, in the apex, just murking dudes, which makes sense, right? He's got to get a little throwback. He's on a 2-fight losing streak to the man, the myth, the legend, Merab Dvalishvili. I don't really think O'Malley lost anything in those fights, like physically, but he could have lost something mentally, right? But the one thing that does save him mentally is Petr Yan's the champion now.
Exactly.
So he's right back in the title picture. Because if Merab would have beat Petr Yan, then it's like, what is O'Malley fighting for, right? But if he wins this fight, he could be right in the mix to face Petr Yan in his next fight. So that's something that I think, bodes well for the O'Malley side, even though with all the possible concerns about where his head is at. But also, I don't know that he really needs to fight. Seems like he's pretty set. Song Yadong, on the other hand, needs to fight, man. He needs to fight. And they say he's 28, but I don't know, man.
You're questioning everyone's age tonight, bro.
Like, I see these guys. I'm like, dude, I really don't believe you're 28, but we'll say that you're 28 for whatever we can throw at it. But 5-inch reach disadvantage for Song Yadong. And I think that's probably going to be the big difference here, because Sean O'Malley, longer, uses his footwork very well. Kind of, I don't want to say herky-jerky, but it's an unorthodox striking style, but it's extremely effective and it's clean. It's not like he makes a ton of mistakes in the striking. So I think he's just going to be too fast for Song Yadong, who's kind of more of a plotty boxer. Can mix in some leg kicks. And if I was Song Yadong, I would be trying to chop those legs pretty early, kind of like Pedro Munoz did in that no contest against Sean O'Malley. Got to mix in some wrestling too. I really just look at this fight and I think Song's kind of got to have like a perfect fight. Like if there's one aspect of his game plan that he doesn't execute on, I don't think he wins. So it leads me to say Sean O'Malley wins this one probably by decision. Song Yadong's pretty damn durable. But, Sean O'Malley is that dangerous. He's that dangerous of a striker. One of the guys that has the most KOs in the bantamweight division. So give me O'Malley probably by decision. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think O'Malley by decision. I'm a big Sean O'Malley believer. I've been a fan of his since the Contenders. And not because, we don't have anything in common. I don't smoke weed. I don't share my wife. I don't play video games. I don't dye my hair all these different colors. But I respect his skill. I think his striking is very good. And when he's there mentally, when he's ready to fight, he's good. He broke mentally in the Cheeto fight, right? And then got that one back. He broke mentally in the second Marab fight, kind of quit on that north-south choke, was kind of weird. Because he wasn't doing as well as he thought he'd be doing. In this fight, I think he has the advantage everywhere. I think Song Yadong, if he's smart, still had alpha male. This guy was supposed to be the next big thing from alpha male like 10 years ago, right? And he's got some decent wins, and he's obviously getting better. Like he bullied Henry Cejudo, which really isn't hard to do that these days, and he's looked really good in some fights. In some fights, he doesn't look great. I think Sean's going to have all the advantage on the feet. I think he's going to put on a striking clinic. I think Song Yadong's going to have to kick the legs. Obviously, that's a weakness of O'Malley, and I think the wrestling as well. Even though Song is nowhere near Marab, Sean did not look good off his back. He doesn't have much off his back. He doesn't have much of a get-up game. And I don't know how much Sean is going to be training for that against Song. But I also think Song is one of those cats that's like, I just want to go after you. I want to knock you out. I got big power. I think he's going to run into a lot of shots with O'Malley. I think O'Malley's going to be too clean. I like him by decision. I saw Sean O'Malley by decision plus 100. Add to my card. But yeah, he's also got nothing to lose, or a lot to win if he wins this fight. So he's going to come in super motivated, because if he wins, you call out Peter Yan, and then you go right to the White House card. That's what he wants. He's literally laying his shot, and the White House card is supposed to be the biggest card ever. Sean O'Malley, hate him or love him, he's a big star. He's going to draw some eyeballs. That could be one of the title fights that they want to do. Apparently, there's rumors they're doing 7 or 8 fucking title fights. Well, someone's got to fight in the fucking card. Why not Yan and O'Malley? Because they're not going to do Umar and Yan. They won't do 2 Russians on a White House card, I don't think. I think Chimaev came out and said no Russians are fighting on the card or whatever the fuck. But either way, give me Sean O'Malley. Sugar by decision. Pretty confident play by my boy. Money line minus 200. Not going to get there. I'll get there by decision.
I got to show you this, bro.
Show me.
So I put out my most confident picks video earlier today.
Yeah.
King James replies, Sean, because I said Sean O'Malley is one of the better strikers, one of the best strikers in the division, right? He outstruck Piotr Yan, the champion. This guy says Sean did not beat Yan in striking. Come on, bro. So how did he win the fight? It wasn't just grappling. Yeah. He didn't fucking beat him in the grappling. So how did he win the fucking fight, dude? It's just funny.
Via robbery. Russ was when we were texting Russ. Yan won that fight, in Russ's mind. But people don't realize is Sean O'Malley outstruck Peter Yan 84-58. Yes, he got taken down 6 times, but he dropped Yan. Yan dropped him, but he still outlanded him with the strikes and more damage. Very close fight. I wouldn't have been upset if it went either the Yan's way. But I mean, listen, close fight, due for a rematch. We'll see.
Yeah, 5 rounds would be interesting to see that fight. But I also think I think it's just a tough matchup for Song. And I think UFC knows that, stylistically, this is a favorable matchup for O'Malley. And a guy that's coming off back-to-back losses, seen him at minus 200, kind of telling, right? Kind of telling.
He fought Sandhagen, who's similar to Sean build-wise. He got his eye got shut or whatever. But didn't do really well that great in striking either. I mean, he got outstruck 94-54, so.
True. All right, let's go to the main event of the evening. We got the interim lightweight title on the line. We got Justin Gaethje coming in at plus 190, Paddy Pimblett minus 225. Undefeated in the UFC, 7-0 is Paddy Pimblett. 11 submissions, 6 KOs, 6 decisions. Justin Gaethje, 19 KOs for Justin Gaethje. 2 submissions and 5-0 to the decision. Gaethje goes out there and beats Rafael Fiziev his last time out. Off of the brutal KO loss to Max Holloway, which I was there for, and it was brutal. It was disgusting.
One of the best knockouts I've ever seen.
And I left that building that night, and I thought Gaethje may never be the same, man. He may never be the same. So I was quite surprised that he did so well against Fiziev, but I'm not gonna read into that win too much because Fiziev took it on short notice. Now, Of course, Gaethje being the older fighter at 37 years of age doesn't look good for him. But, if this fight is on the feet, of course, we're going to say Justin Gaethje wins the striking exchanges. But the takedown threat from Paddy Pimblett is going to be a big deal. Because if you look at Justin Gaethje's career, when is he ever fighting guys that has a takedown threat?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least a takedown threat that they're going to use? Fiziev, no. Holloway, no. Poirier, no. Fiziev again, no. Oliveira, yeah. He got rear naked choked in round 1. Michael Chandler probably should have wrestled, but he...
In Bellator, maybe Michael Chandler, not current Michael Chandler.
Habib, yeah, he got finished in the second. Tony Ferguson, no. Cerrone, no. Barbosa, no. James Vick, no. So his entire UFC career is like based on fighting strikers, and his only 2 losses, most recent losses, are guys that took him down. I guess Holloway didn't take him down, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He faces a grappler, like he's losing to those guys. And I just think it's the perfect timing for Paddy Pimblett to come in here and get a W. And I know you're on the same page as me, but I'll give you your time to do your breakdown, bro.
Yeah. So basically, I love Paddy in this spot, and the question was why, right? And I've had a month of listening people bitch that this fight got put together and it wasn't Sarukian, right? Sarukian, why is Paddy getting? Why UFC is a business. This is the first Paramount card. I think Armbar on Sarukian's amazing, but he has pulled out of a title fight before. And he's not the star Paddy is. So you give him Paddy. Paddy versus Armand should be the fight, not Justin. Justin, 2 fights ago, he got knocked out by Holloway, and he beat a short notice of Fiziev where he got taken down twice, right? Justin Gaethje's got a great name. He's an exciting fighter. He's 37 years old. I get the respect he gets. I love Justin Gaethje watching him fight. But Paddy Pimblett is a guy that gets picked on a little bit, right? He had a horrible performance against Jared Gordon. He hasn't really beaten anybody besides a washed Michael Chandler, and he finished Bobby Green, who's a journeyman. So you can look at his record and say that's weak. It's padded. And there's no argument here. Here's the thing, though. Paddy Pimblett has weirdly odd striking, right? And Justin Gaethje can exploit that with striking for sure. Paddy's hands are down. His chin's up in the air. His hands aren't the best in the world. They're getting better. His kicks are actually really good. His kicks to the body are good. His head kick's sneaky. But it's the ground game. And Paddy is a good-sized dude. He's really filled out at 155. This guy used to fight at 45. He's really filled out. If you look at the pictures now, that's him still cutting weight. He looks shredded, right? Justin Gaethje isn't the biggest 55er. His takedown offense is explosive early on. Like he flips out of it. The Michael Chandler takedown, he flipped out of it. He does a lot of the backflips to get out of the single legs and the ankle picks and all that shit. But when Paddy gets it to the ground, because Paddy will get this to the ground, it's over. Paddy's going to either TKO him like he did Chandler or submit him. Gaethje is a guy that's not going to lose by decision. Gaethje's going to be kill or be killed. This is his last chance. He knows that. And I think he has years to make up for the ground. I thought he got embarrassed by Khabib. And I thought Oliveira, who's lightning on the ground, obviously made an example out of him pretty quickly as well. Gaethje's only path to victory is to knock out Paddy Pimblett. You know what they say? Scouts just going to get knocked out. People can get knocked out, right? People can get people can get knocked out, but I just think Paddy is too ripe right now. I think he's too good. I think he's gonna win this fight. This is a really confident play by your boy. Minus 225 is not something that I'm like super Jones in the bet, but in the same way I am, right? Because I'm so fucking excited for this fight. I love the main event, and I'm so hyped that like I'm behind Paddy Pimblett, and I'm not a fucking Paddy Pimblett like lover. Like I'm not like Paddy the Batty, even though I was in Vegas when he fought Jared Gordon, and it was one of the most electric walkouts I've ever seen. I'll give him credit. It was fucking dope. But yeah, Paddy the Batty is going to win this by submission. What is that number? I want to chase that number for you guys. Do you have it in front of you, Hayden?
Yeah, it's plus 140.
Oh, 140. I thought it'd be in the 200s. I'm not going to be discouraged. Paddy Pimblett by submission. Book it.
Yeah, I would go ahead to say it's Paddy by sub within the first 3.
I think so too. Yeah,
I think you can get that at 2-1. I think Paddy finishes him. The thing is with this one, it's like if it goes to decision, that probably means Paddy didn't do that well. So I wouldn't really want to lay the money line. I would probably just want to take Paddy to get a finish,
right?
Because Gaethje's 5-0 to the decision, and I don't really see it going to decision. Like I think Gaethje probably could find a finish if he does win, but I think Paddy is going to be able to work his way around the striking. get to his spot. And if the fight does hit the ground, I think it could be over pretty quickly. Like, I really think Paddy needs a takedown, and maybe he doesn't even need a takedown, because you look at the Oliveira fight. Oliveira knocked him down and then ultimately submitted him. And it's not like Paddy has pillow fists, man. Like, he can still hurt you. And even if he does get you to the ground and you're not giving up the submissions, we saw his last time out, he'll just fucking pound your face in.
Right.
I think Paddy's just way too good of a grappler for this fight to hit the mat and him not finish it. So, yeah, give me Paddy. Give me Paddy inside the distance.
I see the chat asking how Paddy's going to. Paddy spends like 3 or 4 months in San Diego, and the guy's slipping my mind. One of the best judo coaches in the world, and he trains judo with that guy. Kenny, he's really good friends with Kenny Florian. Paddy's body lock takedowns, his body grips, his tosses are really fucking slick. I also can see him catching a kick of Gaethje as well, falling to the ground that way. Yeah. Paddy's vision's really good when it comes to kicks, and Gaethje obviously is going to want to load up some kicks. Fun fight, fun matchup. We'll see. If Paddy goes out there and destroys Gaethje, and I know he's a favorite or whatever, I see a lot of people on Gaethje, and he's still going to have haters. So you'd be like, well, Gaethje's, 37. And Max Holloway knocked him out 2 fights ago, whatever. They're going to say that. They're always going to move the bar for Paddy. But yeah, I mean, listen, I would love to see Paddy versus Topuria, because they got heat with the whole hand sanitizer debacle from years ago. That'd be a fun on the White House card if Topuria is back with all the kid stuff. Hopefully that gets worked out. But yeah, I'm excited for the future for this division. But yeah, it's Paddy all day, babe.
Bougie Rip says, what's Paddy by decision? Paddy by decision's plus 550. It's the best number I've seen. And lastly, I think the retirement talks from Gaethje is just the tell of all.
It's already like 1 foot out, right? He wants to golf, bro. He wants to just golf.
I'm going to retire if you don't give me a title shot. Well, they're like, well, Pat, we need Paddy in a title fight, and
yeah,
you're 37 and can't fucking grapple, so we'll put you in the title fight.
We'll you in there, bro.
Yeah, brother.
Because honestly, realistically, does anybody? Because if Paddy fights Topuria, obviously I think Topuria wins, right? But if Justin fights Topuria, does anybody really think Justin has a chance? He's going to get slept like the Max fight. At least Paddy has that grappling. Or if they fight Sarukian, right? Like Gaethje's just going to get wrestle fucked like he get against Islam. Or excuse me, against Khabib. Paddy at least has grappling. I think Paddy winning is better for MMA than people realize. I get it. Justin is an exciting fighter. He's done a lot. But, I think his 1 foot out is curtains for him.
All right, let's go to the segments of the week.
Let's do it.
Empty the clip. Load it up and unload it. This is the most confident play. Big Gun, you're up first. But before we give you your empty the clip play, everyone in the chat needs to hit the like button for us.
Throw that like on, babe. Come on.
Fucking like button for us. We got over 370 live viewers in the chat. That means we should have 370 likes. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, we got 3 little bets for you guys. As they say, empty the clip segment, most confident play, the 3-punch parlay, 3-leg parlay, and the sicko parlay. We each got an empty the clip play, and we each got a sicko parlay. So we're giving you some bets to close out the show. Empty the clip play number 1 for BP. Going with it.
Just fuck it. I will say this. I used to say this phrase a lot, so I don't know if you're going to get backlash like I do. I'm not a gun guy. I've never fired a gun. People were yelling at me for saying empty the clip because it's a magazine. And I was like, bro, the expression is empty the clip. It's called a magazine. So if you get some people like that, some real shit sticklers. But yeah, Paddy. I mean, I just broke down Paddy. When the fight got announced, I just thought he matched up really well with Justin Gaethje, and I just think Justin Gaethje's grappling is really weak, and I think Paddy Pimblett's grappling is underrated to a point as well. I think he's really slick on the ground. Too many people keep bringing up the fucking Jarrett Gordon fight, which is fine, right? People are going to find reasons to hate Paddy. I get he's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think he goes out there, and I think he absolutely does work and gets that fucking strap put around his waist, and probably has a nice call out with either Topuria or Arman Tsarukyan, whoever UFC decides.
I can't wait. He was up there for me. I was thinking, who am I trying to empty the clip on?
Yeah.
Right? And Paddy was up there. I thought about just taking the safe way out, going Umar Nurmagomedov. minus 1,500.
You doing it? Do it, dude. Just say fuck the world and do it.
Can we go tape a Gautier minus 800? I don't know. Empty the clip on a minus 800? No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not playing it safe in 2026, all right?
I think I know who it is.
2026. This is my guy in 2026. If I'm that confident in him, if I'm that high in him,
Yeah.
I got to go with him.
Yeah.
Empty the clip for the incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Your boy, Denzel Freeman, is going to be put on the canvas in round 1. All right, Hokit's sitting at minus 215. KO's at plus 300. That's disrespectful. Did we not just see what he did to Max Jimenez? All right, Max Jimenez.
Yeah.
The GOAT, Max Jimenez, got folded up like a lawn chair within the first couple exchanges of the fight. And Josh Hokit's going to ride that momentum, take on this Denzel Washington kid. And he's going
to Denzel Freeman, not Denzel Washington.
He's Denzel Washington now.
I think Denzel Washington might have a better fucking chance than Denzel Freeman.
He's going to fucking go in there and he's going to fucking put the lights out on Denzel Freeman. Empty the clip on the incredible Hulk. KO 1. We love it all.
Love it.
The 3-punch parlay. 3 legs. We got 1 leg from BP, 1 leg for your boy, and then 1 leg that we both love. You don't know my legs.
I don't.
Or my leg and the leg that we agree on. But I do know your leg.
And
you want me to say it?
Say it because I love it and I know you don't love it.
It pains me to fucking say this.
Put it on there, baby.
Modi fucking B, man.
Let's go, kid.
Out of all the fighters on the card, he chose Modi B for the.
He's fighting a corpse. He's fighting a corpse. I think if you give me a week, I go in there and beat Krylov. He's fighting a corpse, bro. I love it. I love the spot. I think Bukauskas is the play. Low number as well, minus 143. But yeah, we're going Bukaki all the way, kid.
Bukaki. I want nothing to do with it, but the 3-punch parlay. I don't have control of the other legs, but
yeah,
if he wins, then at least the first leg of the 3-punch parlay, it's gonna hit. I'm going with my boy.
Of course you are, bro.
I can't just
no.
Say unload the clip and then not include him in the 3-punch parlay.
100%. You got.
I gotta put him in there.
You backed yourself in the corner. You have to at this point. Yeah.
Minus 215, definitely parlayable. And then of course the leg that we both agree on to round out the 3-punch parlay.
I think I know who it is.
It's Patty the Batty.
Batty
the Body Lord is going to get it
That's
done.
That's pretty good, dude. I can't do an accent.
Patty the Body Lord. Plus 260 on the 3-punch parlay. 3 money lines. Bukauskas, Hokit, and Patty the Body Lord. Cash it in. Plus 260. Anyone in the chat telling that? Please let me know in the chat.
Tell it, kids. Free money.
And also, by the way, for the $200 parlay giveaway, whoever wins the contest this week, instead of having a leg that we both agree on, we're going to let you guys, or whoever wins, make the third leg of the 3-punch parlay.
Absolutely.
But we didn't have that for this week.
And if you want to come on the show, come on the show. We're nice guys.
Come on.
Come on. I'm going to have to ask you if you shit your pants as an adult, but other than that, we're nice guys, dude.
Vince is telling.
Vince is him, baby.
All Promotions MMA says no.
Come on, All Promotions. Dude, you're All Promotions.
Telling it right now, Lito, let's fucking go.
Hang on. He said he likes money, so no. What leg is failing All Promotion?
Yeah, which
Robert, leg? Don't do that. I like money, so no. Tell me which leg is failing. If it's Bukaki right now, I'm going to lose it. Thank you, lunatic. Hey. Julia just put it in. That's what she said.
Put 100 on it for the lulls. Absolutely. Just put it in. That's what she said. Absolutely.
Heard that before.
Not only will I tell that, yes, I will. All right. Nice. All right. And lastly, sicko parlay. BP's got one. I got one. 10-1 odds are higher. BP went well above that.
Hey, you told me to go sicko mode, bro, and I put on Travis Scott and I just fucking went for it.
Hey, I mean, 10-1 is like the bare minimum, and we're not about doing the bare minimum, right? We got to exceed the expectations. Leg number 1, you're going Hokit by KO. The incredible Hulk. Plus 300. I like that.
He's getting that done. Leg number
2, no. Bukaki.
He's fighting a corpse, bro. A corpse. My whole Saturday is going to hinge on Modestas Bukauskas, which is crazy to start 2026, but I fucking love it.
Bukaki KO. And leg number 3, Lord Jean Silva.
I went all KOs. I was going to do Patty by sub, but I'm like, let's keep the theme. They're gonna be some knockouts, Paramount Plus. That's plus 2485, baby.
And that was before you watched the hype tape, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, like I'm not going to go to bed tonight. You know what I mean? I'm going to be fucking running through walls. But yeah, 2485 plus 2485. If you don't like that, if that's not sicko enough for you, then I'll dial something up for next week. But that's a banger right there.
It's nice. And hey, if you hit those first 2 legs, you better be watching that hype tape before it starts. You better get in that fucking mode.
Yeah.
Cash that plus 2485. All right, we'll go to mine. And then we'll let you boys out of here. Leg number 1. I'm going with it too. Incredible Hulk KO. I mean, I love it so much.
Yeah, that's your guy.
In a long shot parlay, okay?
Yeah.
I'm all in on Josh Hokit. He's the fucking empty the clip. He is my leg in the 3-punch parlay. He is the first leg of the sicko parlay. KO by at plus 300. Leg number 2. Umar Nurmagomedov.
Okay. KO or sub.
To get a finish, plus 130. I think it's a free leg. I think it's a free leg. And a nice little juice up to this little leg. To cap it off. Got O'Malley by decision.
Ooh, I love that, bro.
O'Malley by decision. I didn't really want to do 3 finishes, you know?
Okay.
So I had to throw a decision one in there. And I didn't want to throw Natalia Silva decision at minus 200, you know? And
yeah.
Do I want to throw a fucking Smotherman by decision? No. I would rather take the elite striker in Sean O'Malley to get his hand raised by decision. You might want to, tone that down a little bit and take the round 3 or decision, just in case, some sure. Cut opens up.
It is MMA. Yeah. Anything can happen.
But that parlay pays 1878. It's not as big as big guns.
I like that more though. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I like that more, kid. I like that. I'm playing that. I'm telling it.
You like this better than yours?
I like it better than mine. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Again, I went a little crazy, and when I saw the number, I'm like, I can fuck with that. But like, everything you played is what I'm gonna play anyway. Why not put them together, dude? I fucking love that.
JB, if you're still in the chat, I know you like yourself a long shot parlay. What do you think about the boys sicko parlays? Come on,
Jewish better see what you got, babe.
Tell me if you like these sicko parlays. Did I cycle? I see. I don't think we have any cycles. Because I didn't take the sub straight up on Umar.
Right,
I went KO or sub. Song you talking about decision. Get out of here, bro. I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need that.
Sad power in the chat said Song is elite striking.
Already doubt. The doubt is creeping in the mind of BP for Modi.
No, it's not, bro. Fuck. I told he's good to get it done.
Oh, dude, Krylov and Bukauskas just became the main event Saturday.
I mean, Krylov is a fucking dead body, dude. He got nothing. He ain't got nothing anymore.
Oh, can you imagine when a dead body walks out? And he sleeps Bukauskas in round 1. A dead body sleeps Bukauskas.
You know what's funny is I shouldn't bring this because I'm going to jinx myself. The only other time I was this confident, well, maybe not this confident, but this bullish on a pick was Jonathan Martinez over Davey Grant years ago, and Davey Grant knocked out Jonathan Martinez. I literally said on my podcast, I like retire. I won't do the show, and I came back like, I can't do that, bro. I had to put my tail between my legs, bro. That's tough.
You know what this is kind of reminded me of? This Modi B, all in on Modi B for you.
What's that?
Alexander Rakic. Verzakano.
Okay, we're positive vibes only here, man.
I should have put it out there. I should have put it out there. I take it back.
Okay,
thank you. Editor, cut that out.
Let's edit that. Yeah, let's edit that out because I can't. I need positive energy.
Bukauskas' love is real. JB says he likes it. There we go.
Okay, good.
Bukauskas KO on Brian. I don't think I can do.
But here's the deal, boys. Hate on me now. Chirp me endlessly if it doesn't hit. But if it hits, I'm going to be fucking insufferable. Okay. You're going to see my socials where I'm going to be insufferable. Just putting that out there.
This is the silver lining in everything, right? We don't have to bet long shot touchdown, touchdown scores on Sunday. We get to bet fights this Saturday.
Can't wait, man. So excited, brother.
It's the best part about it. All right, boys. That's the show. I appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. We had nearly 400 live viewers, and I am very appreciative of everybody that joined tonight. This is the first ever Big Gun and Hayjive MMA show, or should I say the Hayjive and Big Gun MMA show?
There it is. Your name first, brother.
I get
your
it
name
first.
first.
It's just
your top billing. Your top billing for sure, without a question.
The way it showed up on the logo, so I guess I'm first. But yeah, appreciate y'all. We'll be back here every week, Wednesdays at 7:30 Eastern, breaking down the card, giving you the Empty the Clip segment, 3-punch parlay, and the Sicko parlay. Can't wait for this year. It's going to be fun, and can't wait for Saturday night. Anything for the viewers before we hop out of here, BP?
No, boys, this is going to be a hell of a year for us at this show. We're just getting started. Chemistry's just building. Hayden's the best. I couldn't think of a better partnership. And with 3PC behind us, with the chat being lively, we got a lot of really cool things planned as well coming up with 3PC and just Hayden and I ourselves. And the most important thing is just let's win some money, okay? Let's win some money. Let's do it. And you guys are the absolute fucking best. Let's go.
Another reminder, everybody, please go to 3punchconvo.com. and sign up with our code BIGJIVE and put your picks in so you can be entered to win that $200 free parlay. Come on the show next week. Give us that parlay, and we can cash in together nicely. And make sure you follow 3Punch Convo on Instagram. We're out of here, boys. Everybody have a great night. Have a great week. I'll be back here on the channel very soon with another banger video for you guys tomorrow. Till next time, Hayjive Picks and Big Gun.